Hey everyone, in this video, I just want to show a few automations you can set up to make sure your new lead or prospect management is on point. You don't let any leads slip, and also how you can automate some SOPs you probably are already doing on all the leads that come into your firm. So if you're a lawyer or a paralegal or a clerk and you do a lot of manual tasks, once you get a prospect, you can eliminate a lot of those by setting up automations such as these ones on this page right now. So we have a huge document here, how to automate. If you want, leave a comment on the video below and I'll send you the link to get this for free. But in this video, we're just going to go over a few prospect management automations. So the first one is going to be, the basic automated lead capture, which I'm actually going to tie into the lead scoring one as well. So the lead capture one is pretty obvious. You have maybe something like Calendly, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and maybe you have a contact form on your website. And whenever someone opts into that form or tries to contact you or signs up for a free consultation, you get that information. It's extracted out to your CRM, and then you have all that in a centralized hub within your firm. And you can also add some extras where you notify your other attorneys, paralegals, yourself, doesn't really matter. And then really what that does is it just automates the entry into your CRM for that. So then we're going to tie in lead scoring into that one. So I'm actually going to pull up a whiteboard right here. So lead scoring is pretty useful actually. And it'll let you prioritize leads if you are getting a bunch. Maybe every week you're getting too many, and sometimes you're not prioritizing the right leads. So what you can implement is an automated lead scoring system so that you can pick the best leads based on your predefined criteria, whether that's budget, urgency for the client, and maybe do they even fit within your practice area. So let's say you have a free consultation form or scheduling app somewhere on your website or a link somewhere out there. What you can do is have some questions in there. So let's say you have a prospect. Let's say we're going to name them prospect A. And excuse my ugly drawings here, but I feel like this makes it more raw, so I like it. So let's say they're the best possible lead for your firm. So that's going to be A. And obviously, every prospect you get will fall into one of these buckets on a spectrum, right? So it's not going to be cut and dry, but overall, it's going to be fitting this bucket. And then maybe you have B, which is okay. And then you have C, which doesn't even apply to your firm. So let's say good lead, and then we're going to say for C is going to be terrible lead. Maybe they don't even need a lawyer. They don't need your services at all, or they just found the wrong website. So what you can do is if their budget, for example, is 0, you can completely automatically filter out this lead. So in the automation, these would go to a dump where you don't even consider them. You can send them an automated follow-up email saying, thank you, but at this time we are not able to take you on as a client, something like that. And then for B, what you can do is have an automation where they get placed in the CRM, right? So they go into your CRM. So again, this is where the bad drawing starts. So they go to your CRM, and then maybe you also notify your employees with SMS, text message, whatever is needed, but it's not as high priority. So, they're labeled as a warm lead or something. And what you can also add in here, which is super useful, is something that you would also do for the best lead is a quick automation so that, this can be done based on their email, the information they input, and it's just ChatGPT essentially research based on what they've inputted. So you can kind of classify them as a good client or not. So one good one is you can grab their email domain, and based on their on the end of their domain. So for example, our website here is going to be enviro.io. We would grab that from their email and, scrape their site really quickly and just see if they're a good fit for your firm. So, what we would place this here is some AI research based on what your firm does. So to classify them as an even better client, right? And then again, you can move these around in whichever order really makes sense for your firm, but that's what that would look like. And then for the best lead, for example, maybe they completely are your dream client, dream prospect. Same thing, they would go to your CRM. And then you would also, in this one, you would classify the SMS or text messages with much higher priority. So maybe you would send it to your attorneys that are super available at the moment, right? They're ready to hop on a case. And you don't even need to do as much research for this client because they've already qualified themselves. So the qualification process is really the heart of this automation. So you'll notify your attorneys, your paralegals, whoever you need to notify with extremely high urgency. And then what you could also do here is draft some email templates, phone calls, anything you really do when you typically reach out to a client. So email drafts. SMS drafts, whatever. And then you can customize those as needed, right? So really what this does is it saves you the time of qualifying these clients because you'll have questions on your sign up form that will qualify them for you. And you automate any bad leads, getting rid of them, good leads, best leads, and then you can classify them properly. And then another really good automation here, which ties into those two, is the lead assignment. So depending on if they're the best possible client or, just a good client that's warm, you can assign those to the appropriate paralegal or attorney based on that qualification. So if you have an attorney that's, a senior and it's a client that needs senior representation, you could automate sending that client to that attorney and notifying them right away. If it's a good lead, that just needs an associate, someone more junior, they don't need crazy type of extensive help, you could send it to that junior, right? So you can classify each attorney and their paralegal teams based on where they fit in and automate assigning those clients to them. So that way you kind of skip having to go through the hassle of, who's available right now to take on this client, who's the best fit for that client. You can automate away that whole entire process. So these are just a couple automations that could be useful for your law firm. If you want this document, again, leave a comment down below. I'll send you the link so you can download it for free. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.